Hey everyone, welcome to Bugsmashers. I'm your host, Mark Abent. I'm a gameplay programmer here at CIGLA, and I'm here to show you the bugs. Bugsmashers! Hey everyone, we have quite of an interesting bug today. I am going to actually show you guys the video before I even get into the game. I think you guys might like this one. So, let's pause it. What's happening is in Star Marine, if you have all your weapons fully loaded out, so you have no more slots, and then you zoom in, you walk up to another weapon and you hit the use key to pick it up, this is what happens. Wham. Oh, so he's going up to it, use it, and zoom. Now he has an out-of-body experience. Apparently using the weapon takes you out of the universe. Let's do that again, because that is awesome. Play. Gonna use that weapon, gonna use the weapon. And I'm out of here. Good fun times. Now, let's start up the editor. And unfortunately, this bug really depends on your CPU and whether or not you hit it. It'll either get this crazy out-of-body experience, or your helmet will just get really close and it looks kind of weird. As the editor loads, I can show you the offending bits of code. So in the actor, or the player, we have this view component which is in charge of how the camera is affecting him, FOV, distance, location, and etc. And when it comes into this little beauty, it's supposed to take the FOV and move the camera back a certain distance based on that. And when you have 0 FOV, it's supposed to just have no offset, it's just where you are. But as you get closer and closer to 0, it's going to just radically go insane because of this beautiful bit right here. Actually, I'm sorry, this beautiful bit right here. A little combination of these two. So we take our FOV, we do tangent, and tangent of 0 is going to give it 0. But as you get closer and closer to 0, it's going to get 0. But this is basically going to be a really, really small number. Something larger than 0, but less than 1. And when you divide by a number, it's just going to grow. And I can prove that for you. If I have that value 13, if I divide by 1, I get 1. I divide by a really small value, I get a huge, huge value. And as you can tell, the smaller and smaller I get, the larger the value I'm going to get. And so when we have our FOV and our iron sight and all that fun stuff, what's going to happen is we're going to lerp between the value you want to and the value we want to go to. So if we have 55 and we want to go to 0, it's going to lerp in between that. So between 1 and 0, you're going to get this exploding value that just goes bonkers. And if you have a fast CPU, you might go from 1 to 0 instantly. If you have a slow CPU, you might go from 1, 0.8, 0.5, 0.3, 0.2, and etc. So unfortunately, this bit of code right here will just explode. And with iron sight, oh, beautiful iron sight, we have an N zoom FOV scale, which sets it by default 0. So when you're in iron sight and you get out, it transitions to 0. And if you're on an FOV that you want to get to, I don't know, you're on 55, and then now this thing's telling you to go to 0, you're going to do that lerp, and it's going to be a big expansion. So let's hop into the fancy dancy test level of mine. We're going to pop down some beautiful weapons. We'll plop down. Where'd it go? Give ourselves a rifle. Give ourselves an energy weapon. And do 2 of those. We'll change our loadout. So we already have weapons. So now we have some weapons. We're gonna zoom in and grab something. And let's try grabbing another guy. Come on. You know you want to break. No! So as you can see, I'm not able to really get the issue because my machine just so happens to be special. But if I were to have the issue, it'd be this beautiful longevity thing. All right, so what is the fix? Simple. Our FOV scale should actually default to 1, and in here, we should really be checking to see if we are less than 1. Because anything less than 1 FOV doesn't really make sense here. If we're 1, we should just return as, we might want this 13 offset because that looks like the default. Nah, we'll just keep it as 0 offset. I mean, if we ever get to 1, we should not be exploding the camera. So we'll hit recode. In theory, we should never have that FOV. But because of this end zoom scale, it was modifying the FOV we wanted with 0, and that caused everything to go bonkers. And if you recode, everything will work out fine. And we have to watch it again. I'm sorry, but this is just great. It's one of those bugs you just don't want to fix, but you have to. All right, so now we have a safety check. So if we're less than 1, it will just keep the camera there and you won't zoom out. The FOV will still be a little bit bonkers. If anything, we should probably add an assert. And the iron sight will no longer cause the FOV to be 0 because we now default the scale. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time. So, as you guys saw, we had a pretty crazy bug there where you go up, pick up a weapon, and the player just shoots off into space because his FOV goes to near 0 and everything just goes bonkers. It was a pretty easy change to make sure that the FOV, if it gets too low, we don't run some code to stretch out the length of the camera, and everything worked out too good, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.